Hey, good morning and welcome back to Good Knit Kisses. I'm your host, Kristen, and we work on tutorials and chat today. Well, we're not going to work on tutorials today, but welcome to the replay. Thanks for watching and welcome to live as you join me. I'm so glad that you're here. I can't even talk today. Blah. I make tutorials for knitting on needles and on the loom, and sometimes crochet, although we haven't done any crochet in a while. And wanted to ask you guys what you think about that. Do you want to see more crochet videos? I have recently been getting a lot of comments on some crochet videos, and I try and keep up with my comments. It's really difficult to do. But anyway, so I was thinking, oh, I probably need to revisit some of that. So anyway, tell me what you think. So glad to see you this morning. Welcome. I'm seeing everybody jump on. It is good to see you. I don't have an agenda today other than just to chat and say hi. So the replay on this is whatever it is. You're welcome to watch and just and listen and knit and whatever and just listen to the chatter. But if you have particular questions for me, that'd be great. I can tell you kind of some things that are going on Good Knit Kisses, the things that are current. And so anyway, the replay of this like weeks and years later is probably not much, but at least you can find some things on YouTube. Good morning, Lexi. I see you. Hey, Ellie. Good morning, sunshine. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Hi, Brenda. Morning, y'all. And Marlene. Hi, Alicia. Joanne. Hello. Lisa, and Robin, and Brenda. Oh, crochet, please. Brenda says crochet, please. Awesome. Let's see. What kind of crochet would you like to see? You know, I've never done a corner to corner blanket on film, have I? I've put off doing certain things because I'm like, but everybody has those things, like, do I need to do one? But then I find out people are like, but we want to know your style and what your take is on it. So anyway, yeah, I'm up for suggestions. So this is a great time to just kind of let's have a conversation and tell me what you have been looking for on this channel. Now, just as a reminder, we have videos coming out to tutorial technique videos. On Sundays is loom knitting, and Mondays, these are like late afternoon. Mondays are technique tutorials. Sunday is loom. Monday is needle and some general looming stuff. So it could be like general stuff, or it could also be on the needles. Then of course, on Mondays, I do my live broadcast. Sometimes we upload the replay. It's all of the live broadcasts on Facebook are available on Facebook in the archives. There is an archived area. So if you're ever like, I missed it and I can't see it on your feed, just go into the video archive area and we have playlists curated so you can see that. And then on YouTube on Fridays, and sometimes we have a couple on Fridays, or we'll have a Friday, Saturday, and we'll have full tutorials. So the most recent ones on YouTube are these mug hugs. The Santa ones. So we have the Santa mug hugs, or cup cozies, or whatever you want to call them. So these little are coffee sleeves, tea sleeves. So I made one on needles, and then I did one on the loom, and I'm trying to find my loom one. This is actually my loom one that's not stitched together. It's a little photography fakery because I used the stitch up part for this one. So, you can actually add in a couple more rows to make this a little taller. I actually like doubled all of my, increase rows on the top and bottom to make a really long one, and then doubled up my belt on this other loom test one, and so it's longer. But my daughter did something this weekend. I don't think I can do it on here. Maybe I can. Here, okay, look at this. So she put these on, and she had like these little cute little bracelets, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are so cute, little cuffs for the holidays. Ho ho ho, isn't that cute? It's adorable. So I'm like, well, you could wear them as cuffs and then take them off and use them for your cup. But you might want to like add a couple of stitches for a cuff to take on and off, because it would probably stretch out if you've got big hands like I do, and wrists. I showed for the loom, I showed it on 2 different looms. This is a 5/8 gauge loom, and you can make it with less stitches, or you can use a 3/8 gauge loom, or you can use a number 7 knitting needle. Boop. I used a circular. You don't have to. You could use a straight. So anyway, I'm going to keep going. Just thought I would tell you about that Santa thing, because I thought that was so fun to show in the beginning of the video. Hey, Teresa from North Dakota. Marlene says, ratings from Belgium. Ratings from Belgium. Well, hello. Oh, greetings. You probably mean greeting. Greetings from Belgium. Hi. Hey, Ellie is watching. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Martha, please pray for that little town in Texas. I know, I don't know that town, but man, it's awful. So, yeah, neighbors. I mean, I'm in Texas. I'm in North Texas. It is absolutely awful. So I don't know all the details yet. But yeah, oh my gosh, when I read that, I was like, that's unbelievable. So anyway, it's just astounding. Please pray for them, if you can give. Good morning, Tanisha. Good morning, Ashley. Hey, Carol, I see she's jumped on. Lexi says she's not interested in crochet videos, but that's only because you're very experienced in crochet. Okay, gotcha. I love your teaching style, and I'm sure others would love it. Thank you, Lexi. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm not like super like advanced in crochet, but teaching from my experience or my own personal tricks and tips is how I do. You do you, I do me, and together we get along happily, huh? Hey, Angie, she's in Michigan, Zeeland, Michigan. I have not heard of Zeeland, Michigan, but hello. Hi, Eva. Hi, Eva. Boy, I'm getting all my accents today. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Joanne will be proud of me. I'm not doing any sugar today. I just have my almond milk in here. Y'all, I had way too much sugar last night, and my body was like, well, I went out to the movies really late with my husband, and I needed another cold drink after, because like the air conditioning was like it was super hot in this place that had barely anybody in the theater. And I was like, hey, can I get in one of those ices? I had gotten one of those like Slurpees or icy things like with Coca-Cola. And I'm like, I'm so hot. Can I just get a refill? And so I started drinking it, and we got home, and I'm like, like my body was going crazy. So anyway, like, I think I need to cancel some sugar for a while, because that was a lot. My body was like, no. Like, this is not good. I've got a lot of knitting to do today, and you'd think I'd want all that energy, but the sugar made me feel weird. Sorry, that has nothing to do with knitting, but it made me feel so weird last night I could not knit. So that's interesting. Alicia, hey, Tunisian crochet. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm making it rhyme. Thank you, Tanisha. Alicia. Y'all, I'm playing goofy today. I am just goofy. I feel like I now got to do my goofy impression. Of course. Alicia, I would love to do Tunisian. It's funny. I had a lady at my knit night, which I have knit night tonight. I had a lady who called me, and she says, hey, I want to join your knit night, but I want to do Tunisian crochet. Can I come? Can you teach me? And I'm like, I haven't ever done Tunisian. And so I had to go like, look it up. I mean, my knit night is not a teaching night, but for some reason, everybody thinks that it is. And so, I mean, I will help people that show up if I can. And so I was like looking it up. And so I'm like, oh, I know what the forward pass is, and I know what this is. And so like, I kind of learned a little bit, and I was able to show her a couple of things and help her fix her mistakes. But I think I'd have to like refresh myself and like really like get to know it before I start really teaching it. But I'm so glad that you asked and confirmed. I've had other people ask me before, so I'm going to have to go back and revisit doing Tunisian. I kind of like it. It was, I'm like, oh, I could do some washcloths out of this for sure. Hey, Cortez, Colorado. Hi, Paula. I've driven through there before. We didn't stay, but we go to Colorado all the time, a couple times a year if we can. Carol says, too funny. Jack looks at me and says, 10 o'clock, time for Kristen. She's in Eastern time. So yeah, 9 o'clock for me is my broadcast. Hey, Elizabeth Barrett. Hello. Hi, Lisa. Okay. So Lisa says she'd like to learn more about crochet. She looms knit. Oh my gosh. Loom knits, but she'd like to try crochet also. Okay. Awesome. So then you're a very beginner. You know, and I have some very beginner videos, that Mikey uploaded on my channel years ago. Like I have, if he still has them, I have some loom knitting videos on Mikey the Crochet Crowd, but he has some on my channel. They're really good, but you know, and I'm thinking it's probably time for me to redo that series that's actually me doing it. So, yeah, for sure. I should do that. Robin says, do you have anything on your hook, loom, or needles that you're allowed to share? That is a good question. I have a project here, but it's not out yet. It's the next lookbook. I don't have it on the loom yet. I know you guys are going to ask me about it. So I've been trying really hard, y'all. Okay, so I have a thing, and okay, so as soon as I have needle stuff come out, I've had everybody be like, "Where's the loom stuff?" And so I like doing that, but it's put me behind. I have a confession. I am super behind for Embrace Grace. If y'all have been following me for long, you know that twice a year I give to Embrace Grace, and I facilitate. I can't make all the blankets, but we give at this baby shower that's held twice a year to honor these new moms and their babies, and I kind of facilitate putting all these things together. And I have a pile of blankets, and I haven't counted them up, but I know I don't have enough. And it's like next week, and I looked at the calendar, I'm like, shut the front door, it's on the 17th, and I have not completed it. And I'm like, I've been so distracted trying to get double patterns out and double videos out that I have been wearing myself silly. So I'm going to do the video that I have to do for this week, but I'm going to be trying to like feverishly make blankets, trying to get them done for this thing. Probably going to try a new technique to make something quicker and do something a little different than I've done before. But anyway, yeah, I can't show it. But Robin, I mean, the only thing I can show is something that I keep intending to make another video on, which is finishing this. So I can show you, oh no, one of my kids is opening my door. I'm broadcasting. Please shut that door. That thing's going to fall.
On the iPad.
No. Can I play on the iPad? I have this thing cover my, I have these French double doors, and I have this thing cover it so that the kids can't, so that they know I'm filming. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to like bust it down and hurt herself. Anyway, so I have this, sorry, total random moment. My kids are home today because it's a teacher in service day. Oh. So anyway, I was going to show you guys how to measure this hat. Because one of the challenges on this hat, on this loom, I did not realize was going to be such a challenge, is measuring. And there's a trick. I'm sure anybody could figure it out, but if you've done it for any period of time, but like measuring the distance of, hey, how long is my hat? Because it can't pull out like a regular, because you have these little bars trapping it. And so my tip to you would be, it's 5.5 inches. I have to get my tape back out, but I believe it's 5.5 inches from the bottom of this base unit here to the bottom of this part right here. And then another 1/2 inch here. It's either 5.5 or 6 inches from the top of here to the bottom of here. Maybe it's 5.5. Anyway, and so if you get your knitting straight to that point and then you fold it over and then you measure that, that's how you can measure your hat. So I need to make a video showing that and explaining it, and then finish the bind off on this hat. So that's what's on my needles right now. The other thing is I'm actually going to be working on I'm working on this pattern. It's not a secret. It's going to come out this Friday. It's a pattern that's already on their website, so if you want to get supplies for it, I'm only going to do it on needles right now. I have not even bothered with the loom yet. I'm actually kind of behind, but it's the baby chevron knit blanket. It looks like this, and it's using Pipsqueak yarn, and it's like these massive big chevrons. I have to say, I'm gonna have to figure out how to knit it and show you. Probably gonna have to use it on a different yarn because it's really hard to show you in Pipsqueak. This is Pipsqueak. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all heard that. this is Bernat Pipsqueak, and it's super fuzzy. Like, well, and the color's like really blown out in the white. So it's going to be really hard to show. I was going to see if I had another color of it. So anyway, yeah. Lisa says, so cute. Okay. Michelle says, awesome. I need help with my sock loom. Okay. So sock loom, I always refer to people to the Nifty Knitter. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm random today. I refer to people to the knitting board video for socks on short row shaping, just because it's a really good video. But I don't know. I hem and haw about doing my own video because theirs is so good, and I'm kind of like, I really don't. It's not about competition for me with that. It's just done really well. And socks are so tedious. And I don't like my hands getting in the way on something that's really small, because my hand, let's face it, it's hard to do and not cover it up, because I don't want to hear all the, I don't want to get all the comments like, your hands are covering it up, I can't see it, you know, and like, I know that's going to happen. So if you go to Knitting Board and you go to their sock stuff, their sock videos, it talks about the heel shaping, toe shaping, part 1, 2, and all that stuff. Michelle, visit there. If it's still confusing, let me know, and I can answer your questions and stuff. Cheryl says, I saw a post on Facebook the other day for Santa boot caps. They're really cute. I bet you can make them very much like the mug hugs. Oh yeah, like a black boot kind of thing. That'd be fun. I thought about also doing a, you could do one of these, like this, don't put this in here, and then, do some duplicate stitch, like do it all red and start in the red and leave this up top, and make it all white, and do a brick chimney stack. And so do duplicate stitch with white or something after to make some fake bricks or something. And maybe I could work on something. That's a total Kristen idea. I actually wanted to do that. I mean, I haven't had time to. I'd love to be, whoops, I hit a button. Sorry, I almost blocked Cheryl. Didn't mean to. But I was thinking about doing that as something else and making a chart and just kind of giving you instructions to do it, but not actually making it. Nancy's like, so cute. Thank you for the links, Joanne. So we have links for the needle version and the loom knit version of the Santa mug hug. The pattern for the needle one is on yarnspirations.com, but we have the link in a blog for several patterns for the Christmas stuff. So if you click there first, it'll send you to the right link to download the pattern, and then you can see the pattern on the loom knit one. It's all written on on Good Knit Kisses page. Nancy says they would be cute boot cuffs too. Yeah, these would be cute boot cuffs. Yeah, you would just need to make them wider. So yeah, for sure, be sure and watch that video. If you are on the loom, remember it stretches it out side to side a lot. And so once you get it off the loom, you have to kind of pull lengthwise. And I show doing it in the video. I gotta say, it's kind of satisfying when you like pull it out like that. It's like, ooh. So anyway, yeah, I like, Lexi likes that. That's a cute idea for the cuff. Yeah, it'd be really cute for a party, or just, I mean, just to fancy up your outfit. Yeah, I love the pipsqueak in it, and so much of that pipsqueak, I mean, you could make cuffs and lots of things for winter. I mean, you could just do like a solid color for your outfit and then slip this on and have that little trim come through. That'd be fun. Especially if you get cold but you don't want to wear a jacket, like little cuffs like at your desk at work, you know, just get like your basic outfit color, you know, something at work, like or at home in your room. I know some people are watching this later when they're at their lunch break and they're like, I always get cold at work. Like, I don't know how many people, I remember corporate world, like so many people were like, I have a space heater at my feet, you know, like I get cold all the time. They keep my office so cold. Hey Pearl, good morning. You had your tea and breakfast. You're ready to start this day. Oh, good. I know I need my egg. I like to have an egg in the morning if I can. So I need to go do that myself. Carol says she's looming a slipper sock, but not sure how to do the heel. Help. Okay. Go to youtube.com/knittingboard. I don't think they've changed the handle to KB Looms yet. By the way, Knitting Board wants to be called KB Looms. And so, yeah. So if you ever are looking their stuff up, but go to Knitting Board YouTube channel, and they have a heel shaping. By the way, if you go on anyone's YouTube channel, like say on desktop or laptop, and then not the search bar up at the top, but you kind of move your eyes downward where there's like tabs for playlists and stuff. If you go to the little icon for searching, the little, you know, magnifying glass, I'm like, if you go click there and you type in heel or toe, it will find the videos that you need. So type in like a one-word thing on someone's YouTube channel, on anybody's, and type in like a little keyword, and videos that are related will pop up. So yeah, try that. What happened in Texas, Alicia? There was a shooting at a church. Yeah, that's what happened. Nancy, how can you convert those into boot cuffs, Kristen? Make them longer, and then you would need to knit up a sample yourself. Like you could even just like cast on like say 15 stitches and knit like at least a 3-inch section, maybe 4, and see how many stitches across. So you would find out how many stitches in an inch you get, and measure around the widest part of your cap. Actually, not the widest part, because you want to increase. Okay, measure around like your yeah, probably the widest part of your calf. That's fine. To find out how many stitches you need. I mean, how many inches you need to go around for where your boot is. Kind of, you could even draw or put tape on that section that you want, and then find out the smaller part of that section, and then find out the larger part of that section. And then you would know how much difference in width you need to increase between the smaller part. Like say this is your calf. And your calf, like you want the cuff, like your boots are higher, right? So your boot, you want to measure up from your heel to where the bottom part of that calf is. And that's one measurement. And then you want to measure up to the part where like, oh, I want it 4 inches high or whatever. Then you want to measure this width, because it's going to be a little bit wider on your calf right there, right? And then you'll know what the difference between these two are. So you know how much you're going to need to increase stitch wise, but also when you count your stitches per inch in your sample, you'll be able to calculate, okay, this is how many stitches I need to cast on for that small section. And then you'll know the difference in inches that you've got to increase to get around that bigger part of your leg. If they're the same size, then you don't have much increasing rows to do. But yeah, but you're going to need to add on stitches. The pattern as it is, it increases like 4 stitches. And so if your stitches per inch is okay to like go up, like I think it's like 1/2 inch or something, then to go from A to B, then use the pattern as it is and maybe add some extra length, some extra rows of red or black. So I'm not doing the pattern for you. I'm just kind of giving you some numbers to sort of jump off of. But then anyway, you get the idea. So you just need to increase to the width, the final width that you need, and then you put on the pipsqueak stuff at the top and then bind off. So anyway, and then you would repeat that process. So whatever you do, print off your paper, you know, print off your pattern, and then write it what you're doing, and then that way you can repeat it on the second one. But the best thing is to make your swatch first and then make sure to stretch it out to where it's going to be, especially if you do it on the loom. If you do it on the loom, it's going to be really stretched out widthwise. So before you start measuring how many stitches per inch it is, you've got to elongate and pull that out because it's super stretched widthwise. Does that make sense, Nancy? And if you need some help offline about that on some math and stuff, let us know. Just, you know, write to the Good Knit Kisses and we'll see if we can help you out there. Maybe we can work together and make a boot cuff pattern. Maybe we could do that. Good morning, Bridget. I see you. Joanne says, yay for sugar. Yay for no sugar. La. It's not too bad. Well, I do have my my almond milk in there. Elizabeth says, I'm cracking you up. Good morning, Wanda. Hey, Bridget. Says, I'm proud to say I'm off the looms and have learned crochet. Beginning of the year, I'm going to learn to knit. Oh, awesome. Well, I still love my looms. And I got to say, there are some things that the looms do that are so much easier than needles. And anybody who did the stitch along can agree. Your stitches were a lot more consistent, especially with that blanket yarn. And the connection on that was so much easier. I do have to say, I'm sorry, on the stitch along, I forgot on clue 6, I forgot, actually on 5 and 6, I forgot to really say, okay, when you get to the end of your connection rows, once you finish that last connection row, you just make a second pass across and just bind off. So I did not mention the bind off. I guess I thought it was intuitive, but I really should have said it, and I apologize for not saying it. So, I'm getting an alert. Refill prescription tomorrow. Sorry. Okay. Hi, Casey. I see you jumped on. Hey, Ellie. Ellie said she had trouble measuring that too. She's talking about that hat on the rotating loom. Okay, Martha says, without naming a brand, what is your favorite type of yarn to work with? Well, good question. I like a yarn that has some bounce and give to it. Like it's resilient, right? It has elasticity. I like a yarn that is smooth, but I still like it to have a little bit of that halo. I still like it to have a little bit of that soft. Yeah, and then I like it to have drape. You know, so a good yarn is going to have some nice drape to it. And of course, we don't want it itchy or anything. We want it to be soft, but I like soft but strong. That's going to be durable. You know, and that squish factor is important. But of course, we're also attracted to color, right? So, but I'm attracted to color. But like as soon as I pick up the yarn, if it feels crunchy, and not in a good way, like not like wool crunchy, but like acrylic, the acrylic feels like so harsh and stuff. I have to keep in mind, is this the kind that like when it gets washed, it actually is softer, and that's just the machining that it goes through, you know, or the, some yarns have this film on them that are for the machining process, and in order so they don't burn up when they're being spun at high, you know, I don't know if you realize, but like when yarns are coming through the machining, they go through really fast, and they can warm up and get hot, and you know, different yarns that have a different melting temperature. And so when they get put into those, the put-ups, the different put-ups are like a skein, a hank, or whatever, you know, a ball. They get done at like a really fast velocity. Anyway, so like Red Heart Super Saver has like this really harshness to it, but that actually like washes off. So anyway, yeah, I like that. But I do like yarns that are smooth, that you can see the stitches on for sure. But I do enjoy fuzzy. I don't know. It just depends. But yeah, something to work with that's, that you can see the stitches. So good morning from New York City, Rosario. Hi. Let's see. The answer lady is also good for sock videos. Yes, Alicia, she does. And she's on the Kiss Loom. And if you have been wanting to try out the Kiss Loom, you need to check out the answer lady. That's Catherine Dubberly. Let's see. Christmas grab bags, Rosario said. Yeah, you can put those things. By the way, this is the mug hugs, and the jar hugs. And the jar hugs have a bonus pattern for a mug hug, so they're like, they could do like the cuff or something if you wanted to. Yeah, so there's that. If you had a variegated yarn, you could do a variegated with a solid in this. I would love to see what that looks like for you guys. Like, you know, those Christmas variegated ones. That would be really fun. I would like a Christmas variegated ones, and then like a gold or a yellow like woven with it, or like a silver, would be fun to see what that looks like. Bridget says, Kristen, can you direct me to an easy to learn crochet hat? One thing I still need to master. That's a good question. Brittany with Bee Hooked Crochet and Sarah with Repeat Crafter Me have lots of them. Of course, Mikey, the Crochet Crowd, those are just buddies and friends of mine. Sarah doesn't have as many tutorials on it, but Brittany does, and she's got a real easy teaching style. She's a little similar to my teaching style. So I would say start there if you need it in a video form, and then check out Mikey with the Crochet Crowd. He's got a ton of them, but his older stuff is going to go slower for you if you're trying to learn it. I do have a crochet hat video, and if you have Bernat blanket yarn and you want to have it like big and chunky hat that is just for practice, I have like a baby hat thing. They're really obnoxiously big, like in the Bernat blanket. It's really, they're not like a full-on, like I'm going to wear this all the time kind of hat. It's like wear it in the winter because it's going to keep you warm with the blanket and it looks cute as a baby. But I wouldn't necessarily say use Bernat blanket, but I do have that on my channel. It's a marshmallow baby hat. So, and it matches the marshmallow crochet baby blanket. So if you want to try crochet, try the marshmallow crochet baby blanket. And then if you want to make the accompanying hat, then I show how to do that. Let's see. Ellie says, a small nifty knitter or similar is good for boot cuffs. Yeah, that's a good one for boot cuffs. Good morning, Carol. Yeah, and if you do like this sparkle yarn, this, let me get the thing. If you like this Bernat Handicrafter Holidays, it is cotton, and it doesn't have all that extra give. So after I said all my ideal yarn, the cotton is not it. Now I made it in cotton because it's the holiday one, and also because it works. Cotton works well when you have something hot. You know, in natural yarn, wool or cotton or alpaca, that kind of thing. Anyway, if you make it on the Nifty Knitter, you're going to need to like double or triple your yarn. Here is one where I've done the cuff like this, and this is actually doubling the yarn versus this one. So you see the stitches here? You can't see the two yarns because it really works out nice, like holding them together. It looks like one yarn, but it's actually two held together. And then this one is one. You see how the stitches are like so small? Anyway, but that was doing it on a, the 5/8 size, which would be the size if you had, the Nifty Knitter, because the Nifty Knitter is also 5/8. Good morning, Liz. Hey, Robin. Yeah, Robin, the yarn choice depends on the project. Yes, it does. I just mean like grabbing yarn. I was answering her questions like I'm just grabbing a yarn that I like. Okay. Robin says I'm doing variegated and solid in the zigzag mug hug. I just have to find buttons. Oh yeah, Joann's was a good source for me for buttons. Oh my gosh, they have a ton of buttons. Like seriously. Drew, okay. Martha says she'd like to see a headband made with the loom. Actually, you know what? You could make this into a headband. Like just make it long enough. Probably make it a little less wide. Well, you could make it. I mean, this is what it would look like. This is how big it would be. Boop. So you could use that width. This would be one that would be like earmuff covering. But yeah, you could use this pattern for that, or cast on a few less stitches. But yeah, with the buttonholes. So this is what it looks like. So this is the buttonhole. See that? And we do the buttonhole in the bind off, and then we hold 2 stitches as one, and it makes it like nice and thick and rigid. And then I also have a headband for it's braided. Robin actually is bringing that up. I have a video on that, and that has like this. It's made wider, and then you make these loops. You kind of hook these loops in with your finger. So, hey, Christy, I know you haven't said hi, but I see you hopping in. Hi. She is in the UK. Okay, so those are the questions that I've got so far. I just went through all the comments. So if you have any other questions, let me know. What else? What time is it? Okay, we do have a giveaway going on. She goes, hello. It's like a Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello. Oh gosh. Okay. The giveaway, the alpaca giveaway. I had people asking about the giveaway and they're like, your website's not working. Okay. So you have to comment on the website, and it got backed up and we had to approve some comments. The website just does that sometimes, and it just has to go through an approval process. So have no fear if you if you commented before and you had trouble, it's probably up now. I think there was like 155 comments on there when I checked it just right before I jumped on here. So yeah. Go to goodknitKisses.com. It's about like the third post down right now for the alpaca giveaway, and we'll try and get a link in here. The contest ends next week. So Sunday night, so you have less than a week. So this time next week, we'll be announcing the winners. So yeah, you'll be able to do that. You don't have to do a stitch along. You don't have to post a picture like that. It's just simply pure, simple giveaway and winners for the alpaca blend. And that is a blended yarn with multiple fibers in it. Thank you for that link. Yay! So Peyton's alpaca blend giveaway, and you get 6 skeins of yarn each, and we have 2 winners. So you can make something really pretty, or multiple little things. There's that loom knit faux braid headband. Thank you so much for that link. Okay, so my team is just, wow, they're just on the go. Y'all are awesome. Teresa says it is up now. Awesome. Okay, so we have a separate post for the loom knit mug hug and the needle one. So those are up. We also have the jar hugs, and then there is one more. There's one more mug hug that we haven't done yet, and that is a snowflake one. And it's going to be similar to this one. It's just going to be all cotton. And in fact, you'll be able to make your own graphs. Like, we may refer to that later on and be like, this is the base. And then we'll have come out with some cool graphs for stuff. So if you have things that you would like charted to do duplicate stitch on, let us know, and we could make a chart to coordinate with that pattern. And so that is the snowflake mug hug, and the snowflake mug hug can be found. We've got it up on the Yarn Inspirations website, but the best way to do it is go to goodknitkisses.com and type snowflake in the search bar where that little icon is, the search icon, and you'll find it, or we'll put the link down in here. And if you go to the post, we have all the influencer patterns for Christmas, and you can see all that, including some crochet ones. There's a crochet stocking, and there's a crochet blanket that has all the reindeer on it. That's from Sarah, a Repeat Crafter Me. And from there, you can click on and download the video, download the patterns for the different needle versions. So, excuse me. Luis in California, hello, how are you? Tammy Anderson, good morning. Let's see. Linda says, I really enjoy your teaching style. You're easy to follow. Thank you, Linda. So let's see. I'm working on the Embrace Gray stuff for next week. So I'm kind of behind. That was one of the things I was going to say. If you guys have been working on any, I don't want you to start something new if you haven't, but if you had been waiting for me to tell you about the Embrace Gray stuff, you are always welcome to send it. If you send it this week, I'll get it in time for next week, and it would be amazing. So be like, Lord, just send in whoever wants to send in. So I'll be packing all that up next week for the shower. So it just has to arrive by I don't know what next week on Monday, as Monday or Tuesday would be ideal. But my my address is P.O. Box 90, so P.O. Box 90 in Keller, Texas, 76244. So if you want to send anything from Embrace Grace, give it a side mark of Embrace Grace, and that would be awesome, and I'll wrap it up and give it to the lovely young women. Robin, I was thinking if I have time, I'd make the snowflake jar hug to put on jars filled with my shortbread cut in snowflake shapes for teachers. What a great idea. Very good. Liz says you were going to ask you had issues. Oh, yeah, the comment stuff. Go check the page for your comment. It's probably up now, Liz. And then she says, also would like to see a cowl done on the new double knit loom. Okay, awesome. So I have a brioche cowl that's up on the loom. And then we're going to have more videos for that loom. I don't know about cowls just yet, but there are cowl patterns out with knitting board. Of course, I don't have video on those, but I do have one, which was my pattern. So let's see. What was a conversion of a pattern? Let's see. I have another question. Oh, no, I don't have another question. Okay. What else do I need to tell you? Am I missing something, Joanne? I just went through a whole bunch of stuff. Let me know if y'all have any other questions, and I'll probably bow out here so I can get working on my mystery project here. Let me hold up my bag. It's not helpful, is it? No, I told y'all what that is. But it's not a mystery. It's a pattern that's available and out there right now. Let's see what is coming up. What else? What else? Yeah, just keep your eyes open for new stuff coming out. The Yarn Inspirations lookbook should be coming out in next Tuesday. And then I will have a pattern come up on their channel. Yeah, next Tuesday is their new lookbook, and it's got holiday gift giving ideas and stuff. So you're going to want to look at that for lots of great things. And yeah, that's about it. So, oops. Oh, y'all have been talking. Okay. Hey, Liz. Awesome. Hey, Peggy. Good morning. I see you jumping on here. You'll have to catch the replay. We've been chatting for about 40 minutes now. So I think I'm going to step out and start working on this. Oh, you're so sweet. Liz says, I love you. I wish you were my sister, Kristen. Aw, thank you. I love coming on here and chatting with you guys. I know it's kind of a one-way conversation, but I mean, I recognize y'all's names when I see them a lot, and I may not always remember exactly where you live, but I try to remember. It's a lot of people to remember, but anyway, I really do enjoy seeing you guys. It's like this, I don't know, like this virtual, it's a virtual room. So virtual knitters and loom knitters and just people who love yarn, which is always fun. Oh, Nora, I'm sorry you're homesick today, but I'm glad you got to catch me. So feel better, honey. All right. Well, love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Feel better, Nora, and happy knitting and crochet. Bye, everyone.